Hey society, welcome to another episode of Real Talk. I'm your host, Alexander Ali, and today on the show we have the amazing Mick Partridge. But before we get to that, I just wanted to say a special thank you to Tomer Friedman for putting yesterday's show together. If you didn't see it, check out me and Tomer Friedman and Douglas Friedman on set of a very secret location shooting the show live in person. We did a little cookbook cocktail, and it's doing really well. So if you want to see past episodes, go check out our IGTV channel, which is on our homepage. You guys will see it there. Hi, Tomer. Thank you. I'm saying hi, and thank you for yesterday. That was so amazing. We just had the best time. I love my job, and I'm so grateful I get to work with all these top agents and all these top photographers and designers. It's just a real blessing. So I hope you guys are doing okay out there as well. Want me to guess the location? Amir, no guessing the location. So without further ado, today on the show, we've got Mick Partridge, who is a young gun. He is on his way up on a meteoric rise through Hilton and Hyland. And he's got an interesting backstory too. He actually went to film school, and then he went to business school, and we're going to loop him into that and how he became so predominant in Bel Air. Mick, are you there? Hey, Mick.
Alexander, how are you?
Oh my God, your setup looks perfect.
Is it okay? I'm okay.
Yeah.
It's the first time doing this, so.
It's your first time on IG Live ever.
First time on IGTV.
Well,
so
you look great. What's that behind you?
It's just a photograph that actually a good friend of mine took of a house in Bel Air. So.
And framed it. It's so good. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Bel Air. How you were gonna show us 3 listings today, which are all phenomenal, and they're all from Bel Air. Is this your hood? Is this where you're gonna focus all your energy, Bel Air?
I was really fortunate enough to be raised at Bel Air Country Club, where I was able to meet a fair amount of members. So I do like to focus in that area, which is great.
I noticed you're an avid golfer. That's interesting. So you've been doing that since high school?
Played in college at USC. Wasn't really good enough to make the traveling squad, but still fun. And it's one of those games that you'll just have for the rest of your life and be able to just spend 4 hours uninterrupted with people. So
they say golfing is like the best thing for networking in real estate. Is that true?
I'd like to think so. I mean, we'll see where I'm at in 5 years. Could be on the streets, but we'll
the streets. Like, I know Jeff Hyland golfs and like Rick Hilton. Have you ever gone golfing with the guys?
So Rick Hilton and I actually golf pretty much every Friday now, which is really nice. We're playing tomorrow actually with Sugar Ray Leonard, which should be fun.
Oh, that's interesting. So as a guy who's new to this, should I learn to golf?
It's always good to golf, Alexander. You and I will go out. We'll have a couple cocktails. It's just fun. It's just fun to be out there. It's like, it's kind of an escape from the rest of LA. It's always so busy here. So it's just nice to be around trees, grass. People aren't bugging you all the time. It's just nice to escape mentally.
Okay, but you promise not to laugh because not only am I gay, but I also have no coordination, so I can't hit a ball on a little TV.
Matthew Perry from my office, I brought him out. He's pretty good.
Well, Matthew is good at lots of things that are athletic. I'm not. I'm good at talking.
I don't know about that.
So actually, Matthew works for you now.
Yes.
He's on your team.
He's on my team.
How's he doing?
He's a force to be reckoned with. The guy's good. Got to whip him in shape sometimes, but he does the same to me. So it's a good working relationship, and I couldn't be luckier to have him.
Well, I know he's excited to be on your team because he tells me every time that I see him that he's on your team, and I'm like, I know, you guys make a great team.
Yeah, but we have a team of 6 now, and he's really he runs the show. He's the estates group manager and really kind of keeps everyone in check and helps me when I need it, and it's good to have him.
But Mick, your team is exploding. But first, let's go backwards. You've grown up in this industry. Your dad was in the industry and your mom was in the industry. How did they relate to real estate?
Yeah, so my dad was an architect. He built spec houses in the Manhattan Beach area, which was great. So I grew up on construction sites as a kid, which is awesome. He actually, unfortunately, broke his neck in a surfing accident, became a quadriplegic.
That's terrible. When was that?
I was 8 years old when he got in the accident. He ended up passing due to complications.
Oh my God.
But it's okay. Still feel his presence every day, and he's, it's all good. It's life. It's what happens.
But you were so young. You were so young. You were like 10 years old.
I know. It was tough to deal with, but again, it's life. My mom met my stepdad. He raised me like his own kid, and it was good to have a father figure in him. And my mom's an interior designer, kind of a celebrity interior designer. She's on the Bill and Juliana show all the time and does all their projects. And
what's her name?
Lonnie Paul Design.
Hey, Lonnie.
Check her out. She's great.
Did she do that before your father passed, or did she do it after?
Picked it up after. She grew up modeling.
Modeling. Well, so that's cool. So she kind of went through this rebirth after your father passed and found this new career and this new trajectory.
And she's on fire. She's great. Super talented.
That's good to hear. And is your stepdad still in your life?
That's a whole nother conversation, but no, not currently.
Forget that conversation. Forget I asked that. You made me tear up when you told me about your dad. But you actually ran away from that. You went to film school, and then you went to business school. You have an MBA.
I don't know what I was thinking, but I did.
What were you thinking?
No one really gets this business. You have a high school degree, so it's but I went for it. I don't know. I constantly love learning. I'm kind of like a sponge, so it's just nice for me to just continue that education. But I actually just finished a real estate economics and finance class at the London School of Economics. Just for me, it's always good to continue and continue to learn and grow. So
I agree. Like, is that what you did during COVID? Was you learned that new skill?
Well, it was like I'd always wanted to do this class, and what a better time when everyone's on lockdown, finally have the time to do it. We've been so busy. So Matthew's like, I don't understand why you're doing this class right now. We have no time. Why? I'm like, I gotta stop. I gotta do some homework right now. Come on.
I get it. I get it. My friend went to Yale for hospitality, and he works in hospitality during COVID. I was like, well, who cares? But he wanted to do it. So your father. Let me go back to your timeline. Your father passes. Sorry, go ahead.
No, my stepdad was the film director, and he's the one that got me into the filmmaking process. So that's the impetus for me going to film school at USC and being a film producer, and then transitioned into real estate after that.
Yeah, but how did you transition? Did you meet Jeff Hyland on a golf course? Like, how did you do that jump from I have an MBA to now I want to sell these Bel Air homes?
You know, growing up, my concentration, I double majored at USC in business and film, and my concentration in business was real estate finance. So for me, it was just always the next logical step.
Wow.
I was fortunate enough, again, to be a member of Bel Air, knew Rick Hilton, had a friendly relationship with him, but a friend of mine had offered me a salary position at a brokerage in Venice. I was kind of doing referral deals at the time. Was having a kid. It was like, maybe this is the time to transition out of film and into real estate. Took that jump and then realized the West Side Venice wasn't so much for me. So I talked to Rick and came over to Hilton and Hyland, and the rest is history.
Again, relationships. It's
all about the relationships, as you know.
Mick, I am in awe of your listing. Let's get to your listings because we've got a lot to do today. And thank you for sharing that story with us and kind of your trajectory.
I appreciate it.
The first one up, I mean, we'll start at the bottom, which is crazy because this house is phenomenal. 5.475-1140 Roberto Lane in Bel Air, 3-bedroom, 5-bathroom. You are going to take us through this house while I show it. And audience, I want you to pay attention because we're going to play a game at the end of the show. First one, why is this called the treehouse?
So it's really cool. So it feels sort of suspended and amongst all these trees. It's right on the street on Roberto Lane, which is on the other side of the house that you're seeing, but it goes all the way down to the lot below. But it's really, the architect is a commercial architect, has done a few residential projects, but he's super talented, Jose Palacios. He's the seller. He lives there now. Really his passion project and baby. I mean, that house is built super meticulously. It's got,
when an architect builds it for himself.
Yeah. You're in good shape when that's the case, but exactly. Gaggenau Miele appliances throughout, bolt-top cabinetry throughout the house. It's a really special property, and it's super peaceful. It's got over 2,200 square feet of additional decking on the property. So you really feel like you're sort of immersed amongst the trees. It's happy to show whomever wants to come see it. It's a great spot.
We were dying over this house in the office. We're like 5.4 for this house by an architect for an architect. Look at it at night. You do see that decking all the way around. I'm going to try not to sound so HSN because I'm really excited about this house. Look at the exterior. It's hidden. It's kind of nondescript. and then you go from the back of the house, and they do call it the tree house. Jose is also an AIA award-winning architect. So
Yeah.
you get all this pedigree, this resale value, and he took a different palette. It is very much steel and light woods, silvers, instead of golds and dark bronzes. So it feels really light and airy.
It does feel light and airy, and it feels more light and airy actually when you're there in person. So, but it's great. And if someone wanted to come in and change the sort of color palette and soften certain things, that's totally doable as well. But structurally, the place is great. As you can see, the kitchen, super clean lines. It's actually really quite of a Zen feel to the property, which is also
It's giving me yoga vibes.
Hey,
like this little moment, like walls of glass, but leading out to, it's kind of giving me Olsen Kundig, how it's bringing the outdoors in, the floor to ceiling glass. If you guys don't know Olsen Kundig, you're not watching the show. I just like that, yes, if you did want to go in and change the color palette, you could, but it's already light because we're seeing that trend more and more. And this office, this home office.
So this whole second floor really encompasses all of the master suite. He works from home a lot of the time, especially during this pandemic. I think people are putting a premium on having an office in your house. Great, but this is right off of the master bedroom. You can reconfigure the space however you'd like, but it's pretty special. You see those doors there on the left; those are all sliding. Looks out. You have massive views to downtown LA. It's pretty spectacular.
You could really skylights, Laura Cordova.
Yes, definitely skylights throughout.
Laura, you have to DM us for your gift too. You won last week. So this actually is my dream, because not only can you have your team work there in your house, but then the doors open and you have this space for office meetings.
Yes.
It's really beautiful.
Built like a German engineered car, but you could, if you wanted to put a hot tub in that corner to have off the master suite, you could.
No hot tub.
I'm a big jacuzzi guy, Alexander. I don't know.
Ew. I'm kidding. You can be a jacuzzi guy. I just hate when they put like above ground jacuzzis on a roof. I'm like, why?
You have to match the aesthetic for sure.
Yes, and that's funny that you're a hot tub person. Do you have a hot tub?
I just love the water. Grew up at the beach in Manhattan Beach and just have always loved being in the water.
Do you have a hot tub now?
I unfortunately don't. It's a travesty.
We'll get you with those plastic pools from Amazon. Here's the amazing kitchen. Not kitchen, the bathroom. You can see the window cutouts are framing the pine trees that surround you. The closet is, again, frosted glass. You may need to go in and change it if you want a different vibe, but it's all there.
Yeah.
Look at that. Wow. Very.
But that bathtub in that master bath is a special moment where those floor to ceiling windows are there. You feel like you're kind of in the tub floating amongst those trees. It's pretty special.
Oh, it's real. Let's go back outside. Look at this wraparound, 2,200 square feet of deck. I have so many pictures to show, but I have a feeling that these pictures don't do it justice.
You really physically have to be there and kind of just sit on the patio, have a drink, kind of embrace it and take it all in. It's a pretty special feeling. It's very unusual to feel that sort of removed from the hustle and bustle of the city, but you're right in the middle of Bel Air, which is great.
Bel Air, baby. But then with this is giving me kind of Pacific Northwest vibes. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if someone from Seattle or some tech person came in to buy it because they
like that
connection to nature. What's this?
So this is the side yard. The house is pretty elongated north to south. Those views face east. But if someone wanted to come in and put a dipping pool, this is a flat pad on the side. It's already got this kind of built-in cabana there. So if someone needed a pool, this would be a pretty easy installation here for, I'd say less than 45 grand or something like that.
So this isn't a guest house that we're looking at?
That's just the side. That's actually the back of the garage, and it's an overhang there with two cabanas, two chairs. So it's kind of has this cabana feel to it.
Cool.
And a grass yard. So.
Well, zooming back out, we're looking at Roberto Lane. How do you say the architect's name? Jose
Palacios.
Jose Palacios, an AIA award-winning architect, built this house for himself. Now you can own it for $5.475 million, which I love.
Okay. Do it.
So Mick, we always ask people who are on the show, what we asked him a few questions like, what would your billboard say? If you could have a billboard on Santa Monica that had your mantra that you could share with the world, what would that, like, mine would say what's on my coffee cup, which is, you've always had the power. You just had to realize it for yourself. What would your billboard say?
I don't know. I try to keep things pretty private, and I don't know if I'd be the billboard type kind of guy to begin with.
No, I mean like just a mantra that you live by. We wouldn't, not your face on a billboard, but like your mantra, something you would want to say to the world, like, everything you want, you already have. Here's an example. Tomer said, when life gets you lemons, make orange juice and let them wonder how the F you did it. That's his mantra, which I love because that is Tomer. He's always trying to make things work. Make it work, make it work, make it work.
Yeah, I think for me, it's something a quote that I had read back in high school. I can accept failure, but I can't accept not trying. And it's just a way of just always trying to put in that effort. There's no defeats, there's no losing. There's always just learning. So you can win and you can learn. So always just do your best. You have to give the effort. It's a tough business. It's a cutthroat business. So it's you just got to always put the effort in and try.
I love that. And he put in the effort. He has an MBA, folks, an MBA in business, real estate finance. Moving on.
I think I need to hire you as PR full time.
Full time. He has an MBA. Does your realtor have an MBA? Moving on. 7.995, 1485 Stone Canyon in Bel Air. This is a monster. 6-bedroom, 8-bath, 7,500 square feet, and still in the office, we're like, what the hell? This is under $10 million. Here we go. This is the lot.
It's a fantastic lot. The house sits on almost an acre. It's on the left side of Stone Canyon, directly across from J-Lo's house, which is pretty cool. You can spy on her if you want.
Oh, you could borrow a cup of sugar from her, even though she doesn't eat sugar.
She looks like Benjamin Button. She consistently looks good.
Because she doesn't drink and she doesn't eat sugar.
Yeah, I do both of those things. So I don't know. We'll see.
Here we go. Is this Dolo?
So this is Stone Canyon. So which is great. The back of the house, they actually built a hiking trail all the way up to the top, which pretty much goes all the way to Stradella there.
Wow.
Built little platforms throughout that you can stop and sit, and they have a little cooler on one section.
It feels Victorian almost.
It's great. It's a French contemporary, eclectic interior, really, really unique property. It's really private. You're really sort of removed. You don't really see any other house. Really peaceful. The house actually gets great sun in the backyard. Room if you wanted to make, it's a completely turnkey home, but if you wanted to do modest updating here and there, there's room for
updating. That. Wait, let's go inside. Look at this. Do you need to update this? I love the color palette of the grays and the whites and the blacks. I think it's very.
It's really. This is the grand living room, and it really it encompasses both stories of the home. The French doors open up to the backyard, so it really does have this nice indoor-outdoor feel to it. It's a special property.
Let's play a game with the audience. The game is called Guess the Stager. As we look at the photos, can you guess the staging company? It's a toss-up, but we're going to take you through. So I love how high the ceilings are. This is one of my favorite. You wouldn't normally think of a black bookcase in a black room, but it works. And it works because it has the light floor and the light ceiling. I'm also dying for all the wainscoting in this house. I think that makes it, look at this. Yes, please. Guessing Vesta. We've got 3 Vestas. Nobody else. Uh-oh, we lost Mick Partridge. I think he hung up on us. That's okay, Mick. I can do your job. Look at the wainscoting in all of this. When you get back on, Mick, let me know. We've got a Meredith Bear. We've got a Tomer says hi, Forest. Where'd Mick go? Looks like Vesta. Ooh, it's a toss-up. Meredith Bear, Amir. Ooh, we got 2 Meredith Bears. Mick, where'd you go? You hung up on me.
It said I think you kicked me out.
No, I would never. Look at this billiards room.
Yeah, it's great. So there's 2 separate sort of family on either end of the first floor, which is great. So you can really have sort of the adult section and then also the kids section, which is that one there, which is nice.
Aaron in the office who books the show was like, this is my favorite house. I want to move into this one. I am going to paint my new house gray. So I was looking at this gray. Do you think it's too light for my house, Mick, or should I go with this shade?
I love that shade. And it's also nice. These guest rooms, they have like these sort of like, each guest room has these sitting areas, which is so nice. The guest rooms are super large, which is always nice.
They did a wonderful job. So what's the response been to this property? I would think you would have showing after showing after showing.
Yeah.
Did you just list it?
So we came on actually right before the pandemic, had multiple offers, went into escrow. Unfortunately, we chose an offer that was contingent upon the sale of another house that was also in escrow.
No, never do that.
Trust me, I know. That didn't pan out. We issued the demand to close, got out, and then we took it off for a couple weeks, just brought it back on. We've been showing it like crazy this past week. We actually just got an offer yesterday.
Ooh, congrats.
Thank you. So, yeah, this won't be on for too much longer, hopefully.
So basically, Real Talk has sold the show. I'm so excited.
It's all you.
Mick, explain this to me, though. There is a master tub in the middle. I got to make this small so you can see it. There's a tub in the middle of the room.
It was a design choice that they went full force ahead with. But it is, people come in and the way the layout of the room goes, it actually flows really nicely. There is that separation behind that piece of art that has the his and her water closets, the his and her sinks, and then the both have double entry into the shower that meets in the middle, and then the tubs on the other side. So it's sort of a decorative tub, but it's very Soho house vibe. I mean, you can go if you go
to Mick with the Soho reference.
Just dropping it. But you go to like Soho House in London, the Dean Street townhouse, you have these massive tubs sitting in the middle of your room next to your bed. It's great.
Yeah, and you're like, well, cool. I guess I should take a tub.
Yeah.
Because it's there. No, that is a good point. So people walk in, are they like, oh my God, I want this now because there's a tub in my master?
When I originally first walked the house on my listing appointment, I was a little weirded out by it, but then we kind of reconfigured the master a bit, and to me, it just works great, and people love it. People love it.
It also comes with a gym, and let's answer the audience. Tell us, Mick, who was the stager?
Meredith Bear.
Meredith Bear for the win. What a twist. I was going to guess Vesta 2. The winner is Everyday Essence, who actually supplies our gifts for our winners, the organic skincare line, Everyday Essence. You win your own skincare. Moving on. I love this house. Mick, congratulations on it getting an offer. I don't think we need to spend any more time on it.
Thank you.
It sounds like you're going to sell it.
I hope so.
So, Mick, would you consider yourself a young gun? How long have you been doing this?
Well, I feel like I'm like an 80-year-old man trapped in my body, but
well, you do have a young baby.
I do. We have a 2.5-year-old. He's the light of our lives. He's great. He has his crazy moments. He's going through the terrible twos, but just a sweet.
Is that a real thing? The terrible twos?
Yes, it is a real thing.
You just want to push fast forward.
We'd like for him to move on from this stage, but I took him out on Saturday to our golf club, and he just, it's open grass again. He just ran around and he absolutely loves it. Gets a milkshake and just
you get your money's worth from that golf membership.
Yes.
It's daycare.
Yes.
It's networking.
Yes. Thank you, Matthew. Yeah. He is
private time.
He thinks Matthew's his uncle, which is cute.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
We call it a gunkle though.
Dunkle.
Gay uncle. Now, we're going to pull out the big guns for the final one. 16.950, the Dolo Estate. We've been seeing this get a lot of love on your social media. I can't even read my notes. It's a Clive Christian kitchen and right behind the Bel Air Country Club.
Yes.
What makes this property so special that it's commanding? Is this your most expensive listing right now?
Yeah, we have this, and I'm co-listing the Oakmont Estate in Brentwood with Brandon and Rainey, which is
Who are they?
Property. Yeah, I don't know. They no one really knows who they are. We can move on.
We love Brandon and Rainey.
This is a great property. This grass pad was actually originally a tennis court, and my seller completely ripped it out and created a nice garden.
No one needs a tennis court anymore, people.
You're right, exactly.
It's such a waste of really.
But what's special about this property is it's on this street called Dola Way, which I didn't even really know existed. It's the only house on the street, and it's just north of Chelan, right next to the Bel Air Country Club. It's got great views.
Wow.
You can
Look
say
at
it's
how
pretty stately
huge.
property.
Look how huge this, it's massive.
Yeah, it's
What's the lot?
8,800 square feet. The lot's just shy of an acre.
Wow.
A lot of flat land though. It's very private. It's got the private gate, long driveway, porte cochere. It's got a detached separate guest house.
Do you recommend people take out their tennis courts in lieu in you know, so that they have more flat land?
As a golfer, for me, yes, because I'm not a tennis player, but you know, tennis is a super fun sport and people love it. So, you know, I think houses that have tennis courts, that you can put a premium on the price for it. But for me, I would much rather have a little grass area where I can do a little chipping and putting. There actually is a private little putting green in that back grass pad, which is awesome.
People are right in the comment section. This is regal. This is crazy. So you pull up, it's super private. Here's your palatial mansion. You come in.
Tennis is definitely chic.
I mean, this is what people in New York move to LA for. They want this. They want land. They want these big palatial mansions. They want their kids to run around. And this is not staged.
This is not staged. This is all the seller's furniture. He has some good art in it, but I think we might be getting the services of Cap Art to come in. And
Cap!
They do a decent job, right?
They're our client.
It's easy. Of course, they're the best.
They're the best. And they will bring this type of art in. Let's look at this Clive Christian kitchen. Tell us about Clive Christian.
Yeah, so this is a pretty special kitchen. It's you know, it's very traditional, old school, but this kitchen really does open up to the family area, which is nice. So it's sort of this open floor plan feeling, and then that family room right there actually has those French doors that open up to the pool, and the pool is just spectacular. You feel like you're on the French Riviera at this pool.
Ooh,
the seller's actually Belgian, and there's a lot of European influence in the property. This is super unique. This is actually sort of, it's almost like a speakeasy, but there's this comes out from underneath the flooring. You turn this key and this door opens up and steps down into this hidden private wine cellar that's temperature controlled. He's
cool.
got some phenomenal.
So it's COVID friendly.
It's very COVID friendly.
You can have a COVID party here, or just, you know, shelter in place and just get drunk.
Shelter in place down there. I'd put a little bed in the corner and just spend most of my time there for sure.
I was just saying to someone yesterday, and don't repeat this, but I was like, you know, we're kind of going back to the era of the 1920s where people are having parties, but they're getting together, you know, under the radar, because the cops will break up your party. And it really is, you know, everything comes full circle. Yeah. Look at this stunning staircase. This is my favorite picture. You had a few. I chose this one.
Oh, great.
Really effortless living. Yes, Forrest, COVID Kiki. The comment section has a bit of a delay. Stunning. Everything, again, light palette, polished, finished, move-in ready, French oak flooring, just a gym with open air. But yeah, to send your friends.
Great olive trees throughout the property, which is always a personal favorite of mine. But really tasteful, and we'll be coming onto market right after the 4th holiday.
Congratulations. And are you going to show it over the 4th? We have a theory.
We're not.
What? Not. We have a theory that people who look at houses on a holiday weekend are serious buyers.
We're not coming on before the 4th, but we will do private showings this weekend if they're requested. We showed it yesterday and have a showing request for Sunday. So
there you go. That Sunday person will buy it. Yes. Okay, moving on to our game. We are going to play a game now. Mick Partridge, are you ready?
Let's do it.
The game is called Guess the TV Family with Mick Partridge.
Well, where did you come up with this idea?
Well, your name is Partridge, and I'm sure you got that growing up all the time. Did you even watch The Partridge Family?
I did not. I've seen it, but
I don't know either. But moving on, we're going to show you guys one of the properties that we've talked about, and you will guess which property which TV family should live in that property. Mick is going to give us his answer, and you're trying to guess what Mick will say. Here's the first one. We're going to Stone Canyon Road. Will Mick think that this house is perfect for TV family The Sopranos, TV family The Beverly Hillbillies, or TV family The Drummonds, which is from Different Strokes, if you guys don't know? Which famous TV family does Mick Partridge think should move into Stone Canyon Road? Comment section. If you get it right, where's my gift? Where's my gift stuff? You will get Everyday Essence sent to you if you DM us. Tomer Friedman in with The Sopranos. We've got a Drummonds from Matthew Perry from Different Strokes. Sopranos from Michael Reisner. Drummonds from Laura. Sopranos is Phoebe Davenport. Pooby Davenport. Mick Partridge, please reveal to us your answer.
Matthew, I'm sorry, but I'm going with The Sopranos.
The Sopranos! Tomer Friedman for the win. Tomer, you've won Everyday Essence Organic Skincare.
I need some essence.
Next one. The Dolo Estate, $16.9 million, having private showings this weekend. Is this perfect for the Banks family from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Mike Partridge, the Strattons from Silver Spoons, or the Crawleys from... Where are the Crawleys from? Downton Abbey. Oh my God, why didn't I know that? Downton Abbey. We've got a yay from Tomer. Best TV show ever made from Maxime. They're still talking about Sopranos because there's a delay. The Dolo Estate people, think hard, Mick. Mick, what is that your name short for? Michael?
It's John Michael, but my parents lived in Australia when I was a kid, so Mick stuck at an early age.
Mixed up. We've got a Crawleys from Laura, a Crawleys from Sam Palmer Official. He would know. A Banks family from Pooby Davenport, Downton Abbey, Crawleys, Banks. Daniel Daggers just joined from London. Daniel, which famous TV family should live in the Dolo Estate? Let us know. Matthew Perry, Banks. Banks. We're getting a lot of Banks. Mick Partridge, please reveal to us which famous family should live in the Dolo Estate.
Well, if you're coming from West Philadelphia, you gotta say Fresh Prince, right? This to me just looks like
born and raised.
Yeah. So I'm going Will Smith.
Pooby Davenport for the win with the Banks family, the first on the trigger. Last one, final lightning bonus round. Roberto Lane, my favorite house of all three, listed for $5.495 million in Bel Air. We've got who should live here? The Bradys, your family, the Partridge family, or the Cosbys? Roberto Lane, called the Treehouse, built by Jose Palacios, AIA award-winning architect. Comment section for the win. Do we move in the Bradys, the Partridge family, or the Cosbys, according to Mick Partridge? You guys, what do you think? Which do you think he's going to guess? The Bradys, the Partridge family, or the Cosbys? Guess the TV family. Comment section. Comment section. We've got a Partridge family from Miss Fatima Malik. Are you seeing the comments?
I am.
Partridge family, that's your family. The Bradys, Pooby Davenport. Who will Mick choose? Oh, the suspense. No one wants Bill Cosby in their neighborhood. Very funny, Sam. Very funny.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
That's great.
Oh my God. Brady's, Mick, for the final round and the Everyday Essence skincare, who should live in Roberto Lane?
I have to live in this house. It's my personal favorite. I'm going with the Partridge family.
The Partridge family!
Yes.
That means Miss Fatima Mamalik, you win as well. No, yes, you win as well. Congratulations. Everyone DM us if you've won your address and we will send it to you. Not you, Mick. You get these listings as a prize. Mick, I want to thank you so much for joining us for the show. We've been talking for over a half an hour, and you were amazing.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. You're amazing, and I have so much respect for what you guys do at Society Group, so thank you.
Well, we will post this later on our IGTV, so we will be sure to tag you. You guys can watch the full episode there and bring home those sales and let us know when they sell, Mick.
Will do. Thank you, Alexander.
Bye. Happy 4th
Happy
of
4th.
July.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
That is the very charming Mick Partridge. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and keeping it real talk. I'm your host, Alexander Ali, and we will see you next week. We're off tomorrow. Why? Because I'm moving. So we will have a new studio and a new vibe next week. I can't wait to show it to you guys. And once again, have an amazing 4th of July holiday weekend. Bye-bye.